There we are. Okay, well, hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is 3 cheese pizza, and it looks like Alexia is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Today is my 41st Final Fantasy XIV stream, and so much happened last time. Van Daniel turned out to actually be a good planner and schemer. We sort of played right into his hands, as it were. We also met rabbits from the moon and figured out our differences with them, even though they have the best, at the heart, they aren't exactly the best at following through with certain things, if you catch my drift. But now we are preparing to go back to Charlayan and shake up academia, and I cannot wait to see how those secretive Ivory Tower pricks react to all this. As always, I will be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversation, so don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. Let's go ahead and head on over, just kind of maximize our time, right? Alrighty. I still gotta say, the fact that Square Enix straight up just said, yeah, you know what, let's go to the moon. Let's just go to the moon. Yeah, wild. Truly wild. 'Twas a relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is blessing without peer. It be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done. But gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Give me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, and all our fellow Scions, really. When next I return to Aetheris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. Yee. With the Luperits in Urianje's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let us return to the Tower of Babel. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. I haven't checked how much more expansion there is after this one. Probably should do that at some point. Maybe I'll check over on over the break. So. Gods, I can scarcely believe you went to the moon and back. We'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken Glass and deliver a thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I'd like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. We've only just begun to treat the tempered prisoners when we left. Share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. We speak not only of the contingent, of course. It's a state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin to manifest. So we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed, though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need all as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first. Camp Broken Glass. It is kind of wild that it took, what, let's see, we had ARR, then we had Heaven's Word, Stormblood, and what came after Stormblood but before Endwalker? Oh, Shadow Ringers. So we're in the fourth expansion on top of the main game before we even got to Garlemald, and Garlemald wasn't even the biggest, most important part of this expansion, at least so far. So I don't know. I find that very, very wild. Good to see you again. No worries for your later adventure, I hope. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, can you tell us what's become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the Tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who are already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, and so we petition the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported, and subsequently cured of their tempering. Will all of the tempered be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. Not for Alfino and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, I have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald. No. Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that each and every tower has vanished. For a mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Favnir. Those who were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. Hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porxia affords her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful to her ongoing efforts, as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tempered has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more. There are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here. So, what of the Moon and the Telophoroi? Well, good news, bad news. I did kill Van Daniel, but that also killed Zodiark, which sounds like good news until you realize it's not. Final days. Gods, I prayed your victory would mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course. I'll send for it forthwith. We'll also release your fellow scions from their present duties, that they may return to Sharlayan. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow scions, you will be happy to hear that Mistress Kryl, though still on the mend, has been moved to the Baldessian Annex and given to Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both on our return. Let us be on our way then. One last thing, if I may. After your confrontation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. I have a mind to dispatch scouts to try to ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. If they found him, they would likely not live to tell the tale. He'll show up when he wants to show up, honestly. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounce the Crown Prince and condemn his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and its continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared Xenos Viator Gallus, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. And Daniel is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than an army, and to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. Alright, well, let's go outside so we don't go rocketing through the roof here. Off we go. So outside of this and my usual just fiddling around in tactics games and stuff like that, I have also been playing Promise Mascot Agency, and I think I mentioned it on last week's stream as well. But oh my god, if you like Yakuza related stuff, especially like old Yakuza movies and stories, give Promise Mascot Agency a go. Holy moly, like it is such a weird combination of things. It is pure old school Yakuza stories. Great stuff. Oh, wow, please. Thank you. Welcome back, Lynn. We're so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain that I have caused my own share of worry, and for that I apologize. Magdalene called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. These were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after feels like a dream badly remembered, barely remembered even. My body flowing through the life stream towards Garlemald. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of ether. So exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh. For it was in that moment I understood Raha's weariness from the Tower of Zot. Would that I could laugh at a time like this. Though we prevented Zodiark from being unleashed upon the world, I'm curious to know what else took place there on the moon. Well, a bunch of bad stuff. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account then. Let us reconvene in the main hall once you've arrived. Now we wait for the other rivals. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Will Yurian be joining us? Not just yet, no. Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though Lynn can explain why better than I. Well, there's a whole bunch of rabbit people on the moon. And no, that's not a euphemism. Final days. As befell Amarat. And we are to escape via the moon? What is the source and its reflections? I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, this was the case in the time of Amarat, the solution would be to oil through the flow of ether throughout the entirety of the star. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiark, sacrificing half the star's population in doing so. But it should go without saying that such sacrifice must not, cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days. A feat that even the Amarantines could not accomplish. Fortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lumentorum. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. Final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarantines' creation magic. But we command no such power. Which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events in the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. We should start with the Forum, then. Having worked with the Loperids in secret all this time, there's surely more they can tell us. Forgive the interruption, but I've urgent news. The Forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement. What's Father up to now? Oh, they're gonna reveal it themselves, aren't they? There's only one way to find out.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Talopheroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders.
Petty, he says.
The
Petty!
final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The End-Bearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
Oh, are we about to get thrown into the fucking bus?
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
So are we allowed to talk about the leopard again?
If you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself."
Okay, not the...
She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much
Okay, now
like
they're preempting
Newcraft's
us.
hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of
not so
Hydaelyn,
terribly close,
who presently
unfortunately.
reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago.
There was a transmission from the moon
Why
not
we
long
must
ago.
in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Of course they have.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Well, at least we can now have an open discussion about this shit.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Mm-hmm. Take your time.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Charlian, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures and have conversed with no small number of peoples.
Mm-hmm.
These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done, that we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
There is another question that I have,
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness,
but
he might tell you how proud he is
we'll
of you
hold it until
both.
the end of this conversation.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
Very true.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex, to prepare for tomorrow.
Moon in the background there. So, the question that I have is, what would happen when the shards of the source went away? So, like, they've made it clear, or at least heavily implied it. No, I think it's functionally clear at this point, actually. That all of the people of the source are essentially shattered versions of those who were once the Amarantines. And if pieces of us are broken up across all of the shards of Source, and only this portion of me goes away with the moon, what happens when those bits of those shards get destroyed? Essentially, we're left as incomplete souls permanently. Best case scenario. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's I don't know. Like, would that have any long-term ramifications? Val tells me that the Forum made a rather momentous announcement, so there's going to be a great exodus, is there? I'm reminded of my narrow escape from the Isle of Val. The realization, the running, the mixture of relief and regret after. Why me, I asked myself. Why me? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no use fretting over the cosmic reality or lack thereof. We're here, and we'll get through this together. And who knows, maybe my luck will rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm in praying for as much. Listen to my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Stuffy. Visitor has come knocking at your door. Whoever could it be? I go with Graha. Oh, that boy is so nervous.
Oh, apologies. I didn't mean to... If you could spare a moment before bed.
Oh, little boy.
Thank you. I fear this may be the last quiet night we have to talk for quite some time. I am troubled of late. Unwarranted concerns, perhaps. I hope. Nevertheless, I feel compelled to share them with you. Though you have bested your enemies thus far, Xenos and even Zodiac, your victories have come at a considerable cost to yourself.
Hello?
Have you seen any random rodents recently?
No. Were you messing with the mice colony again?
No. Yes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pause here and go and make sure we don't have random mice popping up all over the tavern. But they usually only get a little bit scattered around the playroom and that area, but still. Okay, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Well, yeah, no, I should take care of this. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, and so, you know, stand up, get some new drinks, new food, do some stretches, all that good stuff. And I'm going to play a commercial while we're away just to keep Twitch off my back. And we'll be back soon, okay? Alright, how big of a breakout are we talking about? Okay, we are back. All of the mice have been retrieved. Just trying to find the burrows. They accidentally got stuck outside of the colony after the kids were just in there poking around. And to be fair, they were cleaning it out as they're supposed to do on the regular. But they miscounted when they started putting things back. So, you know, it happens.
No one is without their limits, and you are no exception. I worry the added weight of the final days will prove more than you can bear.
We can only worry about it as
It
we
is
go.
surely too much for any one woman. But you needn't bear it alone. Let me share your burden.
Oh,
My carrying capacity pales in comparison to yours, but I could still help.
Oh,
Shoulder
buddy.
the occasional satchel from your ever-growing mountain of, baggage.
I think you're extending the metaphor a little too far there,
You've already
bud.
done so much to help relieve me of mine own encumbrances. 'Tis only fair that I repay you in kind.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it needn't be only troubles we share. Moments of joy may seem few and far between now, but there will come a time when we look back fondly on this journey. The inquiry at the Forum, our march through the snows of Garlemald, our impromptu dinner in this very room. All of it. And that is to say nothing of the journeys yet to come. To the ends of the world and beyond. But tomorrow will be no less busy than today, and I've kept you from your rest long enough. Sleep well, my friend.
Yeah, he is down so bad. Well, earlier in the Alamegan Quarter. Oh, huh. Usually we get a warning when there's going to be multiple cutscenes, but I guess not. There must be a specific time limit on that.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true they brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
Hmm. Oh. Meanwhile, in Ishgard. I love how we're seeing our job trainers in the background
mission
here.
of paramount importance. Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right?
Is he tempered?
Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more.
Oh, I think he's tempered.
The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. Yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
As it is, my fine friend. Ah. Uh-oh. That's, what's going on there? Oh, Lynn, I was just about to call for you. I'm afraid we've received another call for assistance. This one comes from Bronson Han. Others have assembled in the main hall to discuss the situation. You must join them at once. Ah. Oh, I thought that was going to be a sneeze. Oh well. There you are. Our worst fears have come to pass. Moments ago, we received grim tidings from our contact in Rodzatan. Vile beasts have appeared as if out of nowhere, claiming one victim after the next. What's more, they say the very sky burns above them. Good gods, are the final days already upon us? Appears so. Sadly, that is all the information we have at present. No doubt the people of Rodzatan are busy fighting for their lives. And we must go at once. They need our help. Agreed. Ryle, you'd best remain here with Tataru and gather what knowledge you can. You are in no condition for a long journey, I imagine. Very well. Similar phenomena have been observed elsewhere, and if so, we must know about it at once. Be safe out there, yes? Let us make first for Yevlimad. Now we must prepare ourselves for what may lie ahead. Synth baseline is always great at driving fear. Huh? Hello? Hello? Did my tracking crash? Oh, there we go. Okay, what the hell was that? I know I need to update Binyan because there's some stuff going on with Twitch's authentication process that's been updated recently. And the version of Binan that I'm using right now is not well, not up to date. Been resisting doing it for a while because I had issues the last time I tried to do an update. Ready for another round of etheric testing? Well, then please, by all means, let's get you whisked away to Thavnir before you come to your senses. Yep.
And lo, vile beasts did rise.
Well, this is not how I remember the Lion King whatsoever.
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash. Sun scorches earth and boils seas. And our sins ascend unto the heavens. Three dooms to unmake all we were.
The sky burns. The final days are truly upon us.
My friends, I trust you have heard the news.
We have.
I mean, we can see what's going on, sir.
Situation, Your Excellency.
Last night, the isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth itself cried out. Aloft, the heavens began to burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth in fury and rage. No. To say they came forth would be inexact. The people of Radzatan themselves transformed into these baleful fiends.
Okay.
Though the phenomenon was observed
Hold on.
throughout our lands, the first creature
Oh.
wrought havoc upon us here in our fair city.
Hang on, I gotta figure out what's going on here. Because I just watched my my app disconnect from Binyan. I really am gonna have to upgrade this after the stream. Oh boy. Okay, well, I suppose I might just occasionally freeze for a bit then. Lovely.
Though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The large one's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to quell the threat.
And what of Vritra?
Vitra too makes for the north of his own accord, and yet he knows the blasphemy and its minions were but yesterday his beloved people. I pray his boundless compassion and mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Understood. I ask that you allow us to aid you in quelling this threat.
You would risk your lives to help us yet again?
Of course.
I have no words to express my gratitude. Our
Regiments approach the north from several directions, with a number of units set to depart from the docks of Jedlimat. They will make landfall in an area of dense jungle, where one can expect to encounter dangers even beyond the fell beasts we hunt. I leave you to your preparation. You will find me at the docks when you are ready to depart.
Just follow you there, quite frankly. Ah.
We're as prepared as we'll ever be. Let's go.
Oh, I was vibing to that. Everyone has assembled, yes? I thank you for lending us your aid in our battle against the blasphemy. Let us review our plan of attack. I would have you board this boat and circle around to the north side of the island. There you will find a dense jungle called Vanaspati. It is a sacred wood, home to many temples and a number of villages. Oh no. Irtra and the Radiant Host have gone there ahead of us. We ask that you join them. Do all in your power to destroy this blasphemy. And do what we can. Oh, this is going to be a dungeon, isn't it? Oh, yep, there it is. I should have enough time before my next commercial to do that.
I stand ever ready.
Victory will be ours!
Oh. Those things are particularly nasty to me. It's such a shame because, like, the things that they're based on are beautiful. Lion Dance puppets are just some of my favorite things, and like seeing things that are a pastiche of them, but somehow weirdly mixed with like caterpillars. It's just so bizarre. Oh, boo. Oh my goodness. Oof, things have a lot of HP here.
These are children of Stavne. Forgive me. I could do them no
No, that's understandable.
Allow me.
If this is the only way,
AB, I'm sorry.
I shall silence the beasts of the air. Pray continue onward.
Will do. Will do, bud. Sorry, I have some history with fire. It is never a fun experience to live through something like this.
Allow me.
You know, it's so weird because, like, every natural disaster is horrifying in its own way. There is just something primal about this level of fire. Maybe? Hello? Yep. Okay. So, if nothing else, that did confirm that Vinyan is officially desynced from Twitch. That's part of my problems. And that's fair, Osiris. We're in a dungeon right now, so, you know. That's what I thought. Understandable, buddy. Yeah, but it's fine. We'll do fine. Up. Up. Oh shit. Come. Ow, ow, ow. Well, silly of me. It is what it is. But yeah, no, it's we got a warning about a week ago that Twitch was upgrading or updating their authentication protocols and things like that. And so I'm not shocked that it happened. That's on me for not updating stuff in a timely manner. I've been hesitant to do updates because of all the issues I was running into with desync on OBS for a while. Now those seem to be cleared up. Fucking hell! Okay, hang on a second. Okay, I guess I can just eat shit then. I don't know, I might still continue with this version of OBS because it's working completely fine. But I definitely need to upgrade Vignon. Or update, I should say. Do I have any... Yeah, sure, why not? Eat a delicious egg.
Prepare yourself.
Shit, and there I go again. Whoa. How did I not die from that? Okay, I'm not entirely certain how I managed to survive all that, but here we are. Why not? I never get to limit break. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Disorientation is a completely rude mechanic in this fight.
Allow me.
Whew. Third time's the charm, I suppose.
What is this vile presence I sense? The horde draweth near. Be on your guard.
Oh, I'm on my guard. Oh, thank you very much for the hydrate redeem.
Allow me.
Looking for any treasure chests I missed. Oh no. Yep, and then she's gonna turn. Oh, and then they all go. Oh no.
Allow me.
Oh, this is a hard one. Oh, this looks horrific. Oh, it's been splayed open. Oh, gods. Oh, no. Oh, no. Kudos to the folks at Square Enix for making something so truly horrific.
Allow me.
Wow. Here we go. Oh. Oh, hello?
Have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
No, sweetie, I haven't. Where did
Can you
you
help me
last see
find
her?
her?
Okay, yes, give me just a couple of minutes, sweetie. Alright, as soon as I finish this fight, I'm gonna go help find a skunk. Woof. Honestly, it'll be good to take a moment away from this. Goodness gracious. Oh, come on! How was I supposed to know that that's the direction Graha was going to go? Okay. Okay, that was messed up on a lot of levels. But I'm gonna take a moment away from the game. Stand up, walk around for a little bit, help find a skunk, and we will return to the horrors momentarily. I'm gonna suggest everybody else take a stand up. Okay, refresh your drinks, refresh your food, all that normal stuff. We're gonna run a commercial. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, alright? Bleh. Bleh. goodness gracious. Once again, my tracking is busted at the wrongest possible moment. But in any case, we are back. Aha, there we are. Yippee. Mr. Grumbles was, in fact, sitting in a spot of sunlight in my library. You know what? I can't blame her. It's a comfy place. I spent many an afternoon there myself. And she's de-stunk, so it's fine. He's loud. If I'm lucky, LaFarlane would just take a nap with her there. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and start this up. Yep. Glad that I turned away from that. Not sure how I ended up with the perfect balance of mana there, but you know what? Always interesting when it happens, even if it isn't great for my tempo. Oh, Adoy. Yeah, it's interesting that in the later levels of Red Mage, you actually want there to be an imbalance sometimes. Not by much, just enough to make a difference. And I should have used Fairstone before popping off that combo, but oh well. Oh, goodness gracious. So I know it's just intelligent reuse of models here, but the implication that these things that were at one point like major mid-bosses were just basic horrors of the Emerantine world is very interesting to me. Just that idea of like, oh, all these like weird ancient horrors were originally just, you know, inconveniences, and that is just wild, you know. I mean, it makes sense from a historical perspective, but yikes, nonetheless. Oh, I hate all of that. Oh, none of that's good. Rude. No thank you. No thank you. They have certainly gotten a lot better about telegraphing these things. There we go. Whoop. There he goes. Ah. Ow, 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 ow. Shit. Well, that happened. You were doing so well. Okie dokie. Take two. Yippee. Oh wait, no, I am in the right place. Okay.
Allow me.
Alright, so now I am gonna lose ability for both of those cats, but that's fine. No, no, no. Oh. Okay, can we do it this time? I'm hoping so. There we go. Okay. Nice. Well done. Okay, we got there. Second try. What did I just pick up? I'll have to check that once I'm out of ruined. I'm ruined.
As I feared.
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Emptiness? That would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud. Until, from their corporeal forms to their very souls, naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Mayhaps so. But even if the process was incomplete, it was little more than a faint residue.
Gods be good. You're saying they cannot be saved?
Not by any means known to me. Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
Then we must find a way to prevent this.
The beasts rage on, their hunger insatiable. Even deprived of their master, they perpetuate his legacy of hate. Once proud sons and daughters of Thavnir, all of them, and now I spill their blood.
Vitra, my friends, I am heartened to see you safe. You put your secret at risk. Those closest to me already know the truth. A truth I must now share with one and all. Vitra, calamity has come to Radzatan. Our fair nation is rent by screams of pain and despair. More than ever, we require a strong leader to shepherd us through the storm. Reveal your true self to our people, Vitra, and guide us to salvation.
What madness is this, I-One? Thou dost forget thyself. Were we to reveal our duplicity, it would do naught but foster confusion and chaos. Nay, I shall remain the Satrap's loyal ally, and do battle with the beasts. Easing hearts and leading the people to safety is thy task, and thine alone.
I'm real annoyed these disconnects. But hey, at least I got a good figure.
I ask that you remain at Ahewan's side, and render unto him what aid you may. I know not what lies ahead, but without you, Radzatan will not survive.
Wow, hang on. Even Mix It Up was struggling there for a second.
I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me
This
with
is
you.
weird.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance. Thy place is at Ahewan's side.
gone
Continue.
dead.
Here. It's the last thing you ever wanted. A link pearl. We'd gain much from knowing your elevated perspective. And it'll keep you from getting lonely, which I know you love.
Oh.
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with
Okay,
you
alright,
after all.
there we are, we're reconnected. Strange, very strange. I've not seen any frame dropouts, but for a second, even Mix It Up was disconnected from Twitch, which, that one, honestly, I'm more terrified of having to update. Because I've been on a beta branch of Mix It Up for a while.
Now,
And, oh, the things that are gonna get broken. Boy. Ah.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own. While I am loath to impose upon you again.
I would insist if you did not. 'Tis the very reason we have come.
Mm-hmm.
Then once more I find myself without words to thank you properly. Let us return to the capital and plan our next course of action.
Ah. Hmm. Our radiant host has eliminated the immediate threat to the city, but pains me to know that those beasts were once my own people. There is no telling when or where the next transformation might occur. We must remain vigilant and steel ourselves for whatever is yet to come. With the honey yellow, I've always liked a good honey yellow. Forgive me, my friends, but I must return to Meghaduta, not for the time being. There I can better manage the crisis and dispatch my troops as the situation demands. In that case, we shall carry out an investigation of our own here in the city. Mayhap the residents can tell us more about the first of the transformations, and the conditions under which it occurred. If we can ascertain what exactly triggered these tragic events, it may give us some insight into a possible solution. Time is of the essence. Let us split into 3 groups that we may cover more ground. Lysae and I will see Tupaxa's path. Ingrid and Y'shtola may make for Dharma. I leave Artha to Graha and Yulin. Any information you can gather in the first blasphemy of the manifestation in the final days here in the city would be most helpful. We have completed our respective inquiries. Let us reconvene in front of Meghaduta, that we may share what we've learned from the Satrap. Alrighty. Ooh, I need to, that means I need to take a look at my, there we go. Everything re-dyed. And re-glammed, I should say. Shall we be off then? Artha is home to a high crucible of Chemia. Its alchemists forged many of our warding scales. That seems as good a place as any to begin our investigation, don't you think? I spoke briefly with New Hakim, the chief alchemist there on our last visit. We should be happy to answer our inquiries. definitely a lot more people here than the last time I ran through this area. I think it's been a hot minute since I aired things. There we go. I remember those red eyes. You were with those scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? Welcome you back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? I'm here assisting the Satrap in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Did you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? I did. As I was going about my work, I was disturbed by crashing footsteps so powerful that the very ground shook. I rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The night sky was burning. Suddenly, I heard panicked screams coming from the direction of Balshan, Bazaar. But at the next instant, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of the Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be sent sprawling as the fiend and its minions propelled themselves skyward. So the blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This knowledge may prove useful. Thank you for sharing your tale. Well, I do believe we now know where we should inquire next. The bazaar, then. This is the Narian weave. Let's say it bears a resemblance to the traditional fabric of Corvos. No wonder, really, given it's just across the water. But not that I'm much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlayan. Like as not, I will never reside there again. Said, in recent days I felt more acutely aware of my heritage. Grateful for it. It's thanks to my forebears that I inherited the royal eye, and with it the wisdom of ancient Alag. And so, well, I simply hope that my countrymen are safe. One day, when the calamity is but a memory, I would go see Corvus again. Only once. Forgive me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. We've come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend, or through the bazaar. You perchance witness anything? Afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw its little minions. Made a mess of the place they did. While this was all going on, the great big one tore through the west side of the bazaar. You'd have better luck asking there. Okay. The other side we go. With something the matter, traveler? If you are lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. Offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. Might you know anything about the gargantuan beast that rampaged through the bazaar? I saw it all. I wish I had not. Oh, there goes my tracking again, with a stupid face this time. I was going about my work, and all of a sudden a piercing scream cut through the air. When I turned around, there was the fiend. A massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and it was gone as quickly as it came. sisters have mercy what is happening in the world. What am I to do? Is nowhere safe? Settle down, friend. The danger has passed, at least for now. It's not too painful to remember. Could you tell us what you saw? First I heard the screams. Then a horde of ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a Merid, throwing people around like rag dolls, and it was eating them. Hid under the counter. I saw others do the same. But the shrieking and wailing kept getting louder. More voices in the throng. Beasts or victims, I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. It is enough, my good man. You were brave to share with us your tale. Many of your fellow merchants are safe. And Crucible, too, survived, mostly unscathed. Please stay close to your friends and loved ones, and rest your body and mind while you are able. Oh, look, my motion is back. I suspect that is the most we can expect people here to tell us. Maybe best we find a place outside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. Judging by their actions, the transformation had already occurred by the time, or their accounts, had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. Through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the Aetheryte Plaza. In other words, the blasphemy may have first appeared in this vicinity. Being the case, people in the Mehane surely tell us more. Going after the enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant the poor bastard transformed. And the gods for putting me there. It started over there by the window. Two men, merchants probably, walking and drinking. The conversation must have taken a turn for the worst. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, carries his head in his hands, and black mist was swirling about him. His whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast. Massive and foul, all gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, and the black mist comes again, until the change takes them too. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Nightmarish indeed. Incidentally, do you perchance know who those merchants were? No, I'm a decorator by trade. Much cause to mingle with their sort. I saw Lil, the barmaid, chatting with them, though. She might know something. Oh, pardon me, I was just... Anyway, take a seat wherever you like. We're open for business as per usual. Even after repairing all that damage, it'll take a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiant had been calling it anyway. We saw it too, we all did. I was standing here at the counter when Mary poured me a drink. And suddenly there came a dreadful sound. A clean, angry groan. It was unlike anything I've ever heard. I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of the black mist rose this creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As for what happened next, to recall it sends shivers up my spine, but by some stroke of luck I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. The sight that greeted me offered no solace. The blue sky above turned red as blood. Reed, myself, and the other survivors clung to each other for dear life until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did I hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to turn? I'm certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky. I saw nothing out of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Oh, my tracking is gone again. I apologize for that. Woof. That tracks with what we kind of saw in those cutscenes earlier, though. People were already infected. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Mary's, in the Hain. How can I help you? We've come not for libations, but rather for information. Milil, yes? We're investigating the so-called blasphemy on the Septodop's behalf. I hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. What can you tell us about him? Was something of a regular here, especially of late. Alzal was his name. That sounds really familiar. We're in some consortium dealing primarily in exports of Thavnarian specialties. That is Kalzal. Oh no. It's through him we met Matsia. Name rings a bell. You meet both of them on your first trip to Thavnar? If I recall correctly, Kalzal ran a trading operation in Yedlamad. It was there that you met Matsia's acquaintance. Yes, that's the same Kalzal, no doubt. Rather successful man, from what I gathered. Said it was clear he'd fallen on hard times of late. Ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot have been good for business. Even now, with the towers gone, the collapse of the Empire had led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it once was. Oh, hello?
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
No, it's fine.
But there's a customer issue out front.
Oh, well, okay. Little
Just the
issue, big
former.
issue. Okay, little issue. That's fine. Little issue's fine. Give me a few minutes, folks. I'm gonna go deal with this. We're coming up on our next commercial break anyway, so I'll go ahead and run a commercial. No, restarting Vignon in the middle of a stream would probably be a bad idea. But I'll definitely be upgrading it before tomorrow's stream. I'll say that. So, in any case, I'll be back in a few minutes. We're gonna run a commercial, so stand up, stretch. You don't have to watch the commercial, as long as you let it play. Refresh your drinks, all that good stuff, and we'll be back in about 5, okay? Alright, so, little issue, you said. Are we just talking like, has the flavor changed on something, or what? they're back. Trying times for the head of a consortium, indeed. Alzal was a compassionate man. Even as his own business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, that was the very topic of yesterday's meeting. As far as I could hear, as they discussed matters further, Alzal's tone grew grave and grim. It's then that... Forgive me. I would not ask you to recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would just ask one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Alzal in particular? Please, anything at all? No. Nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Alzal lived for his work. No family that I know of. His employees and associates knew him best, but two are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. Direct you to them. I believe it would help. What do you say? Alzal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, he lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. He was new to me. How'd we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise you'll find what you seek there. If nothing else, it is a start. Let's see where this lead takes us. Okay, so it's not a special event sort of scenario where I need to sky up there. Well, see, after leaving the Mayhain, we're to retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetheryte Plaza. Okie dokie. Wow. Here we ascend the stairs. Alright. Must be huge. In which case we should take the path leading southeast. Southeast? Nope, that's southwest. Keep going this way, we should be in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite an adventure, is it not? I only hope we can explore routes at Han at our leisure once the crisis is past. Going that way, please. This must be Kama. We've arrived at last. In questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Alzal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. Could you not come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. It's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert. Prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant by name Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him lately? I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around, thanks to a generous order of Ruvaida fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken to him since, though. I assume it all went well. Inabaha might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was the one who broke the arrangement. Ruvaida fibers, yes? Make a point to visit him after we've spoken to other locals. That's all you say? Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Oh, always early to depart and late to return. He spent his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. So it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, what with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then, at night, I heard the door open. I looked out to see him sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I see. The situation must have been quite dire indeed. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of. Other than the troubles with his consortium, he was the same old Kalzal, cordial and honest, like always. Questions you're asking. Something happened to him. He wasn't caught up in that terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about these bizarre goings-on. Rest assured, the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the Satrap order. No kidding. Not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. It's quite the sight, the red sky above. During the final days of yore, heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amarat. Perhaps the ancients believed the same. The terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. And yet those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame, turns ordinary men into beasts? I mean, if we were talking about my world, it would be Antinian magic, but it's neither here nor there. You're farming silkworms. This must be Ruvaida fibers. We should find, Genebaha. Up. Ow, my knees. Hurry, I say. There's no time to waste. Pardon me, but you're in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions we'd like to... Sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. You haven't noticed we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. Well, in that case, we might be of assistance. Perhaps we could speak when the job is done? Very well. Start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put where. And you can carry our fabrics. Okay, fair enough. Alright, fair enough. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. Kamala, excuse me. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Yeah, of course. This area is for employees only. Out! Out! I was actually told to come here and help you with the fabric. Come to help? Oh, praise be Mendorova. And stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry the small crate to the Nabrith Hall at the storehouse near the hatchery. The bit of clothing is for Manoa. The massive crate there goes to Zemera, middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Okay. Oh, I was incorrect. Fred, is it? You've come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. If any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing, and the like, you may bring them to my primary storehouse here. A crate of clothing is... I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this crate is twice as big as I am. Like 4 times by volume. Oh! Strong woman. Bitty bitty strong woman. I say, you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? Good thing that. Never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. Crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping for. Hello, Coleman! Some redeems are currently not working because I need to update Vignon to comply with Twitch's current like updates to their authentication and all that sort of stuff, and I just have not been able to do it yet. But thank you for the attempted coin toss in any case. I hope you're doing well, Coleman. Carried all the crates to the storehouses, you say? So quickly, too. Never seen someone so strong. And my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jinbaha. Sure, him, our work is proceeding apace. To tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings lately. Excuse me. Generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. May that we meet again in more peaceful times. Oof. Oofa doofa. Ah. You've done as I asked, have you? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, and so am I. You've done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we will not lose any more of them to those fiends. Your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed? We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning sky in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out, a scream of such agony, such terror. The next instant, he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then... oh. He too transformed. I'm sorry. There was something you wanted to ask? Indeed. You knew the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal? I know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end, we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. I felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand, we simply had no choice. I tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. Remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Struggle, soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink of turning into beasts one after the other. It seemed the same phenomenon occurred here. Our craftsmen attacked by the fiends, as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Kalzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered the most profound and piercing despair. Could that be it? Such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Alas. We were to reconvene with the others at Megaduta, were we not? That should be just outside. With any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, we thank you for your concern, and pray you too take care as well. Now have a good lurk, Coleman. Lurking to bed, but wanted to pop by and say hi at like 2:30 a.m. Hey, fair enough, fair enough.
You've spoken with the
Have a good
survivors.
sleep.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Oh, so much has happened in this session.
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
Mm-hmm.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings.
Well, magic is different now.
Why remains to be seen. But there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
Our souls are more fragile, I guess.
There was another detail that troubled me.
Mm-hmm.
We have it on good authority that Karzal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
Mm.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the satrap! The satrap!
Thank the heavens!
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share.
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matsya of Akyali, a humble fisherman. Ah, I remember you from our first visit. Wait, you're... But no,
That can wait.
There.
When the skies turned red, I set off for Balaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy!
Oh.
Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, stick their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
Body horror. Yep.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can.
Ugh. So meaty. It's like chewed bubblegum. Oh. Oh. Monsters aren't even working together. They don't even recognize each other as allies. This is horrific. Paladin gonna paladin. Oof.
Rise up.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own.
Pick up the Satrap's sword. Make it your own.
Yes. You'll survive. You must.
You, sir, just became one of the first to live through that. Remember the Satrap's sacrifice, sir. Do not give in to despair. Oh,
Be strong, my friends.
the warden has returned.
Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations.
I love it when he gets big like that.
men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village! I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest!
Right! Go with them, will you? We will save these people, as many as we can.
Don't get dead yourself, Graha. You've already sacrificed yourself for one world. We must save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. Matsya, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palaka's stand is not far. It was down the hill. As I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Then, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch any beasts you encounter. Elise and I will keep Matsuya's hidden amidst the trees and follow when the path is clear. You got it. No telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Oh yeah. You bet your butt, Alphino. Ah. Oh wow, I did hit level 90. Okay, I didn't realize I'd gotten that far. No, actually, Scorch, huh? Which one is Scorch? Oh. Oh, I might need to do some rearranging of my, my line then. Oh, okay. Sweet. Well, that'll be fun in the next time that I get to actually mess around with all combos. On the one hand, I don't want to hurt innocents, but on the other hand, there's just the echoes of the dead's voices within them. You're not really people. Which is a horrific thing to say, but it certainly seems to be true in this case. It cannot be. We must heal those we can, and quickly. I see no beasts, but stay on your guard. Though the villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening, he does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. Let me sleep. He does not respond. Come to help us? Too late. My family, my friends. These the only villagers who survived? We can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts, by the 12. Oh, hello?
Mom, can you help me get a snack off the high shelf?
I mean, yes, sweetie, but aren't you taller than me at this point?
Yeah, but you have that grabby spell that I don't.
Yeah, okay, alright, that's fair. Yeah, give me just a second, sweetie, I'll be right with you. Let's do what we can to see that the damage spreads no further. And no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break, folks. I know I'm going to get Dara a snack. I might pick one up myself, honestly. But, you know, stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes, alright? Alright, what are you feeling like today, sweetie? return for our final segment of the day. I contend to the rest. Pray look after Matsuya. No doubt what we have seen her weighs even heavier on his heart than ours. Oh, Lynn! Lynn! This is Yodavet. The elder here. He's hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Young Matsuya here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we always have done. Until today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, what of midnight and death? There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I've known since they were babes, struck down by the creatures only to rise again to join the murderous horde in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I only hope they found their way to safety. Matsuya, do you perchance remember Karasov and Mevran? The young couple who always bought your freshest catches. What can I forget, Elder? When I first came here to peddle my wares here, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, but as went their way. But Karasov and Mevran bought my fish and sung its praises, turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agama Temple, one of those beasts in close pursuit. Their child, still a tiny babe, who eluded these fiends while caring for so young one is an impossible task, surely. I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you come with me? Of course. Thank you. Agama Temple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Oh, it's off the current map. Let's see what we get on the Mount Roulette. Oh, it's up above. Or maybe not? I'm confused at this point. Right, I can't. Pardon me. Inhaled a fleck of salt, I think. Just now gonna grab this popcorn, which I have to keep relearning that lesson apparently. No thanks. temple is just ahead. It's built by those who worship Saint Agama. It's sadly fallen into disrepair over the recent years. If my friends made it this far, no doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please stay back! That was Karasov. Oh no, this isn't good. Please do. The cry came from the ruins. You must hurry. No, thank you. Rude. Oh no. So that's what she's been doing this whole time. Okay. The man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. Sorry, Lynn. I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. It cannot be. Someone, anyone. My arms, so heavy. My legs. I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. To find them. Need to be with them. Need. Karasaf. No, Karasaf, you must stay strong. More time. I thought I had. I don't want to die. Thank you. Please find them. Yvonne still lives, and she has their child. We must search the jungle between here and Palaka's stand. There is nowhere else she could have gone. Think. Give me Karasaf. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. Tracks of other recent travel. Yvonne and the child must be elsewhere. I have a feeling they were the two that were attacking him. I hope I'm wrong, but I have a nasty feeling. no evidence. I hope I'm wrong. Did you see any sign of them? I found nothing. No. Perhaps the beast chased them farther from the village then. To Bob beseech you. Pray deliver Mayvonne and her little one to safety. Buddy. Meanwhile, in the skies above Davnir.
No more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Razadhan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
So it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them.
People turn into monsters when they give in to fear.
A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Razadhan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue.
No.
He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragon Song War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Radz-at-Han hangs in the balance. We have company.
Are we gonna play Panzer Dragoon here for a second?
It's all or nothing.
Nope, apparently not. Yvonne fled deeper into the jungle. She and her child are in grave danger. But whatever we're able to do, let's have mercy. We must try to stay calm, Matsya. You cannot let fear consume you. Fear consume me? What are you talking about? And I too could become a beast? I understand, I think. I've seen to the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? No. Well, sort of. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alice and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Can you and Matsya speak to Elder Yaravut? Yaravet? Excuse me. You may explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you're able. We will save Mayvon and her child. Do that much for Care South. I'm heartened to see we both safe. What of the family? Not Karasov, but he. Say no more. I understand. We've lost another of our dear friends. Karasov may be gone. There's still hope for Mayvon and their child. Please find them, I beg of you. If in your search you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, maybe tell them what has happened. I'll do my best to keep the villagers safe, and their spirits high. Let us rejoin your friends at once. Pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be beast-free. No doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. And with that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Matsya? We follow Xiroda south. We will arrive at Prosa Temple. It is a sacred place that people go to commune with deities. Possible that Mayvon sought shelter there. Perhaps with other villagers as well. And it's settled. Matsya, stay close to me. Right? You two, take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well. Make for Purusa. As quickly as we are able. Not roulette what you give us. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I thought? She's a friend of mine too, but I've not seen her. She must still be out there somewhere trying to avoid beasts. And with her child, gods. Worry not for me. I can make my way back to the village on my own. And wait, Rusa lies up ahead. Something terrible has happened. Beasts have come and many have already been killed. Alphino and Alice have gone to do what they can, but there are so many. More than I can count. Must be ready. I hope we find her and the baby alive. Like, tropes-wise, it doesn't make sense, but... oh. Should have gone with the two lower down ones first and then gone upstairs, but oh well. Tis what it is. There you are. How are the others? See, you've seen to all the beasts in sight? In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple. Woof.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan?
Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
Yes and no. Everywhere
I
is as
cannot
safe
say.
as it can be.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things.
It's not exactly true.
And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
True.
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevon, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
Here.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
As most holy words
They
often
born
are.
of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
And to create more of it in the world.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Perhaps not all hope is lost. Over there. My view was blocked by the trees, but I'm sure I saw someone being chased by a beast. Then, go with Matsia and search along the river. Alphino and I will circle around to the south. Yeah, I get it. Ooh, good hit, good hit. Ow, but good hit.
God have mercy!
Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Yvonne's lifeless body floats before you, battered and broken. Her death no doubt came swiftly. Her infant daughter is nowhere to be seen. Babe in your arms. If she outlives, you cannot tell, but she will surely not survive unless you carry her to the surface at once. Hello?
Someone's flirting with Dad again.
Okay, are we talking like play flirting, like he's on stage flirting, or like flirting?
Well, he sent me to get you.
Oh, nerds. Okay, well, I'll be out in just a moment, sweetie. Did you find Mayvonne and the child? Oh my goodness. Damn it all. The child, let me see her. Oh, yep, you are joining right at the end of the stream, it looks like.
She's so cold, Elfino.
The child has learned I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
I just bought myself a little bit of extra time with the ad snooze.
God damn it. It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matsia, can you take her back to the village? But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
Yep.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
Mm-hmm. You certainly can, bud.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Between two red mages and a sage, we're not going down.
Steady. You know the way. No. No! Not you too.
Baby.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark. No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony.
Justinian!
The divinity.
Mm-hmm.
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Oh, buddy.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
No, I'm tearing up, Circuit.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia.
He had help from on high.
What, like divine aid?
Kind of.
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Matia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first.
What, at this time, Alice, could be
Mervyn
more
gave her
important?
life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
Yes, of course. You're right. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, we'll finish this up and start the next one. We've done what we can. 'Tis for the villagers of Palakistan to perform the funeral rites. Nothing else. Mevan and Karasov have died as they lived, as themselves and not as beasts. Their souls will find peace in the ethereal sea. To think the day would come when even the smallest of solaces would be this comforting. You are ready then? In that case, let's head to Palaka's stand. No doubt Breacher is awaiting us. Okay, good. That is a good spot. So let's go ahead and go back over to the just chatting screen real quick. Oof. This story continues to be incredibly heavy, but in beautiful, beautiful ways. Oh, just amazing, y'all. Yeah. I'm glad that the Charlayans, you know, even before, like, they preempted us before we could even, like, talk to them about it, but I am glad that they are at least making some arrangements in case of the end becoming insurmountable, but woof. Wish it hadn't had to happen to these people. But in any case, that'll be something for next time. Thank you very much for stopping by, Weary Travelers. I hope you've enjoyed today's Final Fantasy XIV stream. I will be back tomorrow, Saturday, April 12th, with the jazzy 1930s tactics game, The Lamplighters League. Until then, for more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I have been your hostess, Sheela Ornithalis. And if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. Let's see. Let's go see TPR. Looks like they're playing Croc Gabo, or Legend of the Gabos. I'm sure that doesn't bode well for, you know, Goblin kind, but, you know, still. Yeah. We'll raid on over. That's all for now, y'all. Alright? Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.